Who is this Bosch, anyway? He doesn't sound too special to me. I used to be a painter back in my day, up in the Swiss Alps, but hey, enough about me. Who really is this Bosch?
Hi, I'm Grant Kramer, and today, you and I are going to delve into the world of our extraordinary painter, Hieronymus Bosch. Our painter Bosch was born in circa, approximately, 1450 and died in 1516 at the age of 66. Jan van Eyck, Bosch's grandfather, also a painter, had 5 sons, 4 of whom were painters themselves. This is where we believe Bosch got his creative artistic ability. Bosch's father, Antonius van Eyck, was the artistic advisor to the Brotherhood of Our Lady back in his time. In 1463, a catastrophic fire devastated over 4,000 homes in Bosch's hometown. Bosch was a survivor and a witness of these fires, and we are led to believe that this is what started his career in introspective painting of demons, the dark side, and religion. Bosch was married sometime in between 1479 and 1481 to a wealthy woman, Elite van den Meerden. After a while, they acquired an estate from her wealthy relatives. Only 7 of his supposed 40 paintings were signed, which reinstates the fact that there was very little documentation on our painter, Hieronymus Bosch, leaving his life a dark mystery.
He seems like a sketchy guy to me, but I want to know the fun stuff. What do the critics say? Did they like him, or did they hate him?
Further into my research, I found that Joost Caldewey and Paul van der Broek both said Hieronymus Bosch is one of the most enigmatic of painters, and among the most universally popular. His mysterious scenes of devils, monsters, and other strange creatures tweak the imagination, but very little is known about the meaning of his paintings or about his life. This book attempts to show how Bosch's ideas were consistent with those of his contemporaries in Northern Europe, who include the scholar and humanist Erasmus, a major figure in the Reformation. Philip Coppens once said, Bosch used images of demons, half-human animals, and machines, but it is said that these were merely tools to evoke fear and confusion in his efforts to portray the evil of man. But such symbolism has meant that Bosch's painting contain complex, highly original, imaginative composition that are set in surreal landscapes. Once said about Hieronymus Bosch, the master of the monstrous, the discoverer of the unconscious, Carl Gustav Jung.
If I recall, Bosch was a painter of intense religious themes like paintings of hell and salvation. I think he's in the 1500s. I may be off, he may have been in the 1600s. That's basically, at this moment, since you caught me off guard, that's what I remember. I just want to correct myself. I think Hieronymus Bosch, that was his name, Hieronymus Bosch, was born in the late 1400s and into the 1500s. And that he painted the Garden of Earthly Delights, which was a heaven and hell, you might say. Thank you. I just recall that they were ogresome, frightening, and if I was a very uneducated peasant, they would overwhelm me with fear.
Bloop, 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 Bosch, 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 Netherlands, Bosch, 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 Bloem, Bosch, 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 Netherlands, Bosch, 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 Bloem, Bosch, 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 Bosch,
Bosch! 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 But we don't even know anything about this Bosch.
Yeah!
Tell us some more about his paintings.
Yeah!
Bosch.
Bosch?
Saint Jerome at Prayer was painted by Bosch in the 1500s. It is an oil-on-panel painting. The painting is currently located at the Museum voor Schone Kunsten in Ghent, Belgium. In the upper left-hand corner is Saint Anthony. In Catholicism, Saint Anthony is the patron saint of finding things. The painting implies that he is avoiding situations which would cause him to become tempted to do unholy acts. It's important to remember the Renaissance came right after the Middle Ages, and humanism was defined and more popular during the Renaissance. The painting could represent the transition of thought from traditional Middle Age norms to the humanistic thinking of the Renaissance. The subject of sin and its punishments was central to all of Bosch's art. Another famous triptych, the Hay Wain, circa 1485 to 1490, in Prado, Madrid, contains a similar progression of sin, from Eden to hell, across its panels. In the central panel, sin is represented through the metaphor of a large wagon load of hay for which a greedy world grasps. All the while, the wagon is being pulled by demons straight towards the right panel, which shows one of Bosch's earliest depictions of hell. Completed around 1500 or later, the painting is oil on wood panels. The painting is presented in a series of circular images and is now found at the Museo del Prado in Madrid, Spain. In Bosch's most famous picture, The Garden of Earthly Delights, which is also found in the Museo del Prado in Madrid, was most likely made for the private enjoyment of a noble family. It is named for the luscious garden in the central panel, which is filled with frolicking nude men and women, giant birds, and fruit. The triptych depicts the history of the world and the progression of sin. Beginning on the outside shutters with the creation of the world, the story progresses from Adam and Eve in the original sin on the left panel to the torments of hell on the right. The Garden of Delights in the center illustrates a world deeply engaged in sinful pleasures.
And now, a Dutch moment. Did you know the capital of the Netherlands is Amsterdam? There are 16.5 million people that live in the Netherlands. The predominant religion in the Netherlands, where Bosch was from, is Roman Catholic, with 27% of the country partaking in this religion. The Dutch are under a constitutional monarchy, and their favorite fish, the herring. Our producers just informed me our next segment is going to be on Grant Wood. Great name. See you next time.